In the month of September, I honestly felt lost and trading in spite of being 100k funded and having had multiple payouts with job things. I've been in this game for almost 5 years now, and I'm creating this video to show you the reality of trading, which is not often so spoken about in the world of social media. All you see is random people making thousands of dollars and you expect to do the same. But as someone who's been in this game for quite some time, I can tell you from my first-hand experience that trading is not all rainbows and sunshines. I tweeted about the struggles I still have to go through as a profitable trader, and people really resonated with that post. That tweet went on to cross 500 plus likes, so I thought of creating a detailed video outlining the mistakes I did and the lessons you can learn from it so that you don't have to lose thousands of dollars like I did. So without wasting any time, let's get right into it. First, let's begin with how it all started. 2024 has been an awesome year for me, and I can personally never forget this year because a lot of my growth and profitability stemmed from this year. I have been profitable throughout 2024, but not until August came. Market conditions in August was not that great, which resulted in a losing month for me, which, by the way, is completely normal after having had 6 to 7 consecutive profitable months. I would have looked at it as an essential part in any trader's journey. 1 month of loss does not define me and my edge, especially if I have 6 to 7 months of profitable data backing it up. It all sounds so logical on paper, but when you are in the live market with potential to make thousands of dollars, sometimes even the most simplest thing does not sound that safe. This is exactly what happened to me. After losing month of August, I wanted to make it all back plus more with the month of September. I almost felt that the markets owed me money because it barely moved in the month of August. And this over here is a broken mindset to start the money. When you start obsessing more on the money or the systems and processes that got you there in the first place, it's a recipe for disaster. Bear in mind, I started September with the same mindset. And the results, as you must have guessed by now, September turned out to be the disastrous month for me in my entire 2024 trading career. I literally lost 6 to 7 trades in a row, which, by the way, were both ruined just a bit in the screen recording of my journal. To my surprise, when I reviewed my trading performance, majority of my losses were not based on plan, but based on my emotional trading errors. The biggest damage I had done to myself was on a Friday where I almost lost 4% as in a day. It all started with one loss, and by the time I realized I should stop for the day, it was too late and I already lost 3 trades by that time. The first loss was based on my plan, while the next 2 were completely emotional trades trying to recoup the first loss. I really messed up badly this day because of this constant voice at the back of my head which constantly said that I can't lose the day with a loss. My ego got in the way and I paid the price for it. After the first loss, I entered the second trade hoping that maybe now it's time for price to move in my direction, and the same thing happened to me for the third time before I realized that the markets were just consolidating and it was wicking me out every time I entered into it. Instead of believing in the probabilities, I got in the guesswork of trying to chance my luck after every single loss before I was forced to stop, otherwise I might have reached the daily drawdown limit for the day. Glad I had the awareness to stop at the right time, otherwise I might have blown the out by now. The previous me would have performed even terrible during this period, and as I always say, success is not a destination, it's a journey where you are the only person competing with yourself. Don't compare yourself based on the results of others, but compare yourself based on where you were a year ago and where you are right now. If you have improved the slightest bit, despite the negative results right now, it's a win for. I'm certain that I will repeat the same mistake I did this time in the future, and that's what real progress looks like, not the payouts and certificates. If your character and your personality improves, your outer world will reflect for it. Success is built on one step over the other, one break over the other, and it's not always a linear path. Get it? I hope you are getting the message I'm trying to deliver by this video, by showing my failures and mistakes and not just the good part, being completely transparent. We all make mistakes. What matters is if we learn from. But before getting into the practical steps you can start implementing right after this video to get 1% better every day, let's head on to the screen to have a look at few of my stats during the month of September.
Currently I have two 50K funded accounts, one with Funding Pips and another one with MyFundedFX. The MyFundedFX is down 6% and max drawdown in here is only 8%. So I'm just 2% away from blowing it out. And Funding Pips is down 4%. So I still have 6% of buffer in here. But for the sake of this video, let's analyze the stats of Funding Pips because the same trades were taken in both the accounts. So first of all, if we have a look at this monthly stat, and as you can see, my account was overall net profitable still in August, and then September came and you see this huge dip. I lost almost 5 to 6% over here and my account is overall at a loss right now. If we scroll back down, what we can see is our average win is $283 and our average loss is $190. So that's pretty fine. Win rate 40%, which can be improved a bit. And these are some of the daily summaries. The account analysis, number of days 36, 132 trades were taken. My biggest win was $1,000 and my biggest loss was $577. So a positive risk to reward ratio over here. Now let's head on to my journal to have a detailed look into the stats and few of the trades that I took. So if we head on to Notion where I journal my trades, this over here is my September months of performance. And as we can see, majority of my trades were in GBP USD. And if we have a look at the P&L statement over here, we first started with a loss, then we had a profit, and this is what I'm talking about. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 losses in a row, and almost 4 of them came from Friday, as you can see over here. And I even have this template where I mark it as a good win or a bad win based on my plan. And as you can see over here, out of these 7 losses, 6 of them were bad losses. Only 1 was a good loss, which was according to my plan. And these 6 were emotional losses. If we have a look over here, we did have some notes and these were emotional losses. Then we got a profit. This was a good win. And then 2 another losses. This again was a bad loss and this one was a good one. And then a profit, loss, profit. And that is how we ended the month. But the majority of my losses came during these period. And after this, I was completely blown away and which resulted in some emotional trades over here as well. And September turned out to be a very bad month for me overall.
Alright, so it is quite evident from my journal that September has been a pretty rough month for me. I see it as a blessing in disguise. Instead of blaming the markets and feeling like a victim, I'm grateful that I had to go through this period. The lessons learned during this period is far more valuable than the financial losses I had to incur. And if you see it practically, I haven't lost a single dime. It was the profit money that I lost, and I'm still net positive with all the payouts I've received throughout this period. This is the beauty of top trading, where you have virtually zero risk and the potential to make money is unlimited. Worst case scenario, if I lose this account, which by the way is not going to happen, I'm gonna try my best. But worst case scenario, if I happen to lose this account, I still have all the prop payouts which I get reinvest to buy a new challenge and start fresh all over again. It honestly feels like a game where you have the reset button and once you click on it, we get a chance to start on from the beginning, which is just not possible in personal capital. This is why I believe raw funds are a great opportunity. Use them to your advantage, make as much money as possible with them as long as they're out here. Again, a big part as to why I'm creating this video is to show you the reality of trading. I want this video to be on my channel so that in 1 or 3 months down the line, once I do get out of this drawdown, I can come back to this video. As in an uptrend, you have a series of higher highs and higher lows. I see this challenge as a higher low before I reach to the next step. Oftentimes in life, before you are granted something very big in life, the universe or God, whatever you call it, tests you to see whether or not you deserve to become the person you desire. Most give up during these times, and the select few who persist are the ones who eventually turn out to be great and ultra-rich successful in their lives. The question is, are you willing to persist when everything goes wrong? Are you willing to persist when the market throws losses to you one after another? It's a yes for me. I leave the answer to that question throughout to yourself. If there is one thing I want you to take from this video, is to stop comparing yourself to others. You're doing a great job, and your only goal is to get 1% better every day. Apparently, it may seem on social media that everyone is winning and you are getting lagged behind because these people don't have the courage to sit and talk about their failures. You just see one winning trade, but you have no idea as to how many losses they took beforehand before they got this win. So trust in yourself that you're doing a great job and don't pressurize yourself for the small mistakes and failures because it's all a part of the process. Keep learning and keep improving because it's a journey of constant iteration. Markets are their boss and we are the student who keeps on learning and getting better with them. With that being said, I hope this video was able to show you the raw reality of trading and shift your perspective from trying to become a perfectionist to just starting and learning it. If you like this video, I'm sure you will also like one of my previous videos where I discussed that two are the only ways to achieve a trade. Every trading lesson can be distilled down to these two things. So I'll pin that video on the screen and I'll catch you guys in there. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.